Welcome to video 2. Today's one I'm going to take you into my garden and talk to you about improved soil health and the plants that can improve the health of your soil. For example, for nutrient availability, there are plants that will help provide more nutrients. For example, beans and peas provide nitrogen, which is extremely beneficial for leaf growth. If you've ever heard of the 3 sisters, that's where that principle comes from. You plant out some corn and then you plant out pea or bean seeds around it. They fix nitrogen into the soil, which helps the heavy feeder. Corn is a heavy feeder, so gives the nitrogen and it helps put nutrients into the soil. It also has better soil structure. For example, the roots of certain plants like borage help by bringing up trace nutrients, and the deeper that the roots go, the more aeration that the soil has. So I'll show you is this beautiful plant here. So the borage's deep roots will improve the soil's structure and it brings up trace minerals. So that's pretty cool. Such a wonderful plant, that one, not only helping enrich the soil, but it's also bringing in the bees, and there's also medicinal qualities for use of borage as well. And there's increase of microbial activity. There has been able to fix nitrogen in, like I've discussed with peas and beans. The microbial activity, things like the Aeration, which I have mentioned already, its root system is really beneficial at improving the microbial activity. And I have another, this is my garlic. Garlic is a natural fungicide, which always leads to healthier plant growth in all plants around. So it's helping keep fungus away from any of the plants around that area. So they work together by enriching, adding nitrogen, enriching soil for other plants. Another one is comfrey, which I have mentioned in here. Comfrey. For example, comfrey, it adds potassium into your soil and also other nutrients, and it's got a wonderful root with it as well. Plus the leaves can be used as mulch. So every time I'm planting seedlings, I use comfrey. I add some of the comfrey leaf as well as mulch, adds potassium through, which provides strength for your plants. The beautiful comfrey here. So comfrey, you can add it with tomatoes. It adds potassium and other nutrients to the soil. And it also helps break up. So the comfrey's roots also mine nutrients from deeper soil layers, goes deep down into the soil layers and up into the leaves, hence why it is really incredible for your soil as well. So let's have a look at the improved soil health benefits and how it works in the Ultimate Companion Planting Guide. There is so much beauty by planting a plant that can actually help your soil in so many different ways. A general principle that I do for my garden every single year, every single time, is once you've planted something, the more you plant, the more healthy your soil will be. For example, you plant a plant, then you harvest it, you add a little bit of compost and you plant something else. You crop rotate. By doing this, every time the roots go down into the soil, it's aerating the soil. Or if it's like comfrey, it's going down deeper and it's bringing up those nutrients that aren't accessible by smaller plants. Or you've got the borage, which will help break it up if you've got some of the bigger plants with the bigger roots. Do you see how it can all work in unison together? It is so super exciting. I find this stuff absolutely fascinating. But in here just thought I'd show you while I was over here. Some peas next to it. I've got the tomato there and lettuce as well. So the peas there are going to be adding nitrogen into the soil, which will also the tomatoes with their growth, and the lettuce as well. So yes, any questions, let me know.